We are ready now to take our journey to Venus. And since Venus lives within our heart, we will just jump on that tsunami of love and zip right over to Venus. And we find ourselves landing right at the shores, the pink shores of the pink waters and the pink sands. And we see that little cliff with that little path that goes up from the sand. But first we're going to go over and dabble our feet in that luscious Venusian water that has a completely different feeling than earthly water. And as we put our feet in that water, it creates a little sensation that comes into our feet and up our legs and all the way up to our waist. Then we lean over and we put our hands in the water and we feel that sensation enter our hands, goes up our arms and up our back and into our heart and down to meet that sensation at our waist. And then we take some water in our hands and we put it right onto our face. And we feel how our third eye opens, and we put some water in our throat to open our throat center. We take some more water and we put it right on our heart and our high heart. And we allow it to trickle all the way down our spine to go down across our solar plexus and our navel chakra and down our root. And it joins the water that has come up with the tingling in our legs, and we match that tingling all throughout our body. And feel that sensation as our frequency expands up into a higher dimension now. We're fourth, fifth dimension. So we no longer really need to walk because we kind of float. It's almost like if you walk in water where you move your legs and your arms and you propel yourself forward, or you could just lay back and relax and let the water take you. So we're going to allow this beautiful Venusian air that we take a big breath of Venusian air and we look up at the yellow sky and we feel that bright, warm sensation of breath as it comes in, moves into our lungs, and it circulates throughout our entire body. We go over to the little pathway that leads us up to this big grassy meadow. We're moving up, up, up the path, and we come to the top, and we touch down and feel the grass, because the grass is bright green and it's alive, and we feel it moving underneath our feet. And off in the distance, we see a beautiful violet temple. We allowed ourselves to float walk over towards the temple. And then we get to the floating gardens before the temple. And the floating gardens has the most magnificently beautiful flowers that aren't seen on the physical world. And all the elementals and the fairies and the gnomes and the salamanders of the sun are giving them bright, good food. And the endines and the sylphs are all nurturing these flowers and keeping them alive and happy. And these flowers actually lean towards us as we walk between them along this golden trail. And we can hear them speaking in the flower language, almost like a soft melody that welcomes us. And now we see the big stairs before us, and we walk up the stairs in a floating kind of walk. And when we get to the top of the 7 stairs, we see these huge golden doors, and they open just for us. And we float in through the doorway, and we are greeted by our guide. And our guide takes us over to the left, where there is a lovely room, and the door opens to welcome us, and there is like a doctor's table, but it's very beautiful, and of course it's violet. It has lovely sheets around it, and the room is filled with flowers, so the scent of flowers is very healing, and it has a light pinky lavender walls, which are very comforting, and the ceiling has a beautiful vortex to assist us, to allow our higher guidance to help us with the healing. And there's wonderful soft music. And so we lay down on the bed and cover up with this beautiful soft blanket that feels like light, and the bed totally molds to our body, and we feel ourselves at one with the chair, at one with the blanket, at one with the wonderful scent of flowers and the beautiful music that is so soft and healing. And we see little light beams floating all around us. So all of our senses are activated to this higher frequency of love and light. And the elementals again are called in to assist, and they make sure that we are comforted while we wait as one of the beautiful priestesses comes in to heal our body. And actually, to them, healing and transmutation is the same. So there's not that you need to go there because you are ill or because you are injured. You are going there to transmute your energy field to a higher frequency. And in doing so, you will transmute your energy field beyond any sense of dis-ease or pain. And we step out, and there's a huge circular room with this little ledge, and from deep down, from probably the Corypheus to far up beyond anything we can see, is an immense violet flame. Now, the violet flame does not have any temperature, does not have any density, does not have any polarity, but it has unconditional love, unconditional forgiveness, and unconditional acceptance.